The Xbox 360 is better than the Series X. Changed my mind. We're going to be talking about that today. So I made a YouTube short that I guess you could say went viral. I mean, it's at like at 1.5 million right now. I've never been that successful, honestly. So first of all, thank you. I'll be making a separate thank you video, but for now we got to get into this subject because the comments were like split in that reel, like 50-50. So pretty much if you haven't seen that short, I showed my hacked Xbox 360 Slim, and I've said it's better than a Series X because it is. And then most people agreed. I think most people agreed, but the comment section was like split 50-50. But I think most people agreed because most of the people that did agree just didn't leave any comments, you know? But all the people that did disagree did leave a comment. And I want to say one thing first of all, okay? I don't know why, but the people that disagreed, they get so emotional, bro. Like, damn, bro. Like, they get mad for no reason. So here's a voting poll I posted last night. I said, let's settle this. Xbox 360 versus Xbox Series X. Modded or not, doesn't matter. Just take it for what it is. I mean, the 360 can be modded. The Series X cannot. It has dev mode. It's possible. 728 votes. Xbox 360. 78% of people voted for the Xbox 360. 22% of people voted for the Xbox Series X. So this is why the 360 is better, okay? First of all, the games, the ratio of quality and quantity compared to the Series X. You guys know it, we all know it. A lot of hard-headed people aren't gonna want to admit from the Series X side, the quality and quantity of games from the 360 was so high. I can go on the list of games, Web of Shadows. If I mention Web of Shadows, people like, bro, that was my favorite game. Feeding Frenzy. Bro, I used to play Feeding Frenzy. Mad Dash. Well, that's an Xbox original, but you guys get the point, right? It's older. Bro, I used to play Mad Dash. That was my childhood. I could mention Viva Pinata, Microsoft exclusive. So many people say that that was their childhood favorite game of all time. You look at the Series X, it's almost like we lost quality and quantity. Like there's not that many games available for the Series X and the quality of all of them dropped. But then they're going to argue, well, on my Series X, I can upscale the games to 6K, 8K native resolution and ray trace everything. I'm like, bro, that is the only reason it's better though. If you play a game that's actually backwards compatible on the Series X, it only plays in 720p. It doesn't get upscaled. That's the weird part. I play Midnight Club all the time and it still runs at 30 FPS. Only a very few amount of games from the 360 are on the Series X. Only a very few amount of games from the Xbox original are on the Series X. Then on top of that, from those few, only a few can run an FPS boost and can run upscaled to 4K. Xbox 360 games are stuck at 720p on the Series X. They're stuck at 30 FPS on the Series X. They run smoother though. It's a more solid 30 FPS, don't get me wrong. But it's like, yeah, why the Series X, a console that a $500, $600 console is not, why doesn't it have real backwards compatibility? I mean, it's something that's kind of so simple. I feel like it would be easy for Microsoft to do, but they just don't do it. I mean, you look at the Nintendo Wii. Back then, the Nintendo Wii can play any GameCube game. You throw a GameCube game in there, it runs. It's simple. Like, why do we not have that in this day and age? On top of that, nowadays you don't own any of your games. Even if you have a physical copy, you don't own any of your games. Because you throw in the physical copy into the Series X, and then what does it do? You have to wait for the game to download. Why do I have to wait for the game to download if I have the disc right here? That makes no sense. Then you gotta wait for the game to update. Then you gotta wait for your console to update. So then let's go into dev mode for the Series X. Dev mode, okay. I'm personally against emulators, okay? I don't really like to use emulators. You're talking about, oh, I could play the Wii on my Series X. I I mean, I guess, like, can you connect the sensor bar and connect a Wii remote to it? Because if not, then you can't really play it, you know? Oh, I can play DS games on my Series X. Well, I mean, not really. It's called the Nintendo Dual Screen for a reason. You need 2 screens. So can you show me how you're emulating it? Because it's kind of a hard console to emulate. Then you need touch screen, you need a microphone, sometimes a camera, you know? And so Xenia doesn't run. I mean, that's like out of the picture. You could do PS2 emulator to get, like, you know, since the PS2 and the Xbox original are from the same generation, you could do that, kind of like play the same games. But that's, even then, it's not that good. I tried it and it kind of like, it's just not the same. Like, you don't get the same feeling. I mean, the best way to play games are on native hardware. That's just my opinion. But at the end of the day, you can never emulate booting up into your original Xbox 360 and having that boot sound and all those memories hitting you. And yeah, but yeah, I literally only own 2 games, or I only bought 2 games for my Series X. That was Forza Horizon 5 and Madden 20 or 22, or I forgot. It's the one with John Madden on the cover, because I'm a big Raiders fan. As you could see, I'm a big Raiders fan, and you know, so the Raiders, when he won the Super Bowl here in Pasadena, which is where I live, they put that on the cover, and you know, John Madden passed away, so it's like a memorabilia type of thing. And also I have, you know, a Madden game to play in case my friends come over. The thing is with the series, you take the Series X, take the 360. As I mentioned earlier, you mentioned Web of Shadows, you mentioned Feeding Frenzy, you mentioned Mad Dash. You bring those games up, people are like, bro, I haven't heard of that game in years. But this generation, this new one, I just don't see it happening in the future. Think of in the another 3 generations. Do you really think people are going to be talking about Madden 22 and the Series X, Black Ops 6, Elden Rings, or whatever games that they kept mentioning in the comments that the 360 can't run? Are people really going to be mentioning that in the next 3 generations and be like, that game was so great, it was my childhood? Or is that just me? Am I tripping, guys? Let me know. Is that just me because we grew up with the 360 and not with the Series X? I don't know. I just don't see it happening. I see the quality of games dropping, companies getting greedier and greedier, games getting bigger. Black Ops 6 is going to be what, 200 gigabytes? I mean, Black Ops 3 for the PS4 was already 100 gigabytes. Well, I'm pretty much going to be reading through some of the comments and I'm going to be answering them. Mainly the people who disagree, and I'm just going to tell them, well, explain why they're, because literally every comment, like 99% of them were just wrong. Like, people are saying, oh, dev mode, just wait till he finds out his Series X can run dev mode. Like, bro, I just told you I have a hacked 360 Slim. Like, do you know what it takes to do that? Of course I know you can run dev mode on a Series X. Like, bro, who doesn't know that? Like, come on, dog. And then they're also saying, you know, PC is better, PC this and that. Just wait till he finds out you can do this on a computer. Bro, how do you think I edited the video, dude? Like, how do you think I edit my videos, man? Like, damn. Pretty much we're gonna be going through the comments and I'm just gonna be doing an FAQ. Pretty much frequently asked questions. Here we go. So here's one of the biggest ones. It's the most liked comment on here. Okay, this is commented by Alistor360. He said, yeah, you modded it. Anything you mod to your own liking is going to be better. And yes, that's very true. But the thing is that I created this channel to put people onto modding. I personally, like in real life, IRL, I don't know anybody who likes to do these type of things. Like, I'm a nerd. I'm literally a closeted nerd. Like, you see me, like, you guys, anybody who came from this YouTube short right now is probably looking at me like, bro, this is the guy that, this little Mexican kid is the guy that talks about RGHs and JTAGs. Okay, wow. But I made this channel to put people onto modding. Yes, I know anything I mod is going to be better than everything. but I just wanted to show people something new. You guys have no idea how many people I have in the comments that are like, whoa, bro, I never knew you could do this. Thank you so much. Now, here's one very big argument everybody's using. Aries F4 says Xbox Series S playing Xbox 360 games through Xenia, GameCube, Wii, etc. on RetroArch, PS2. Bro, have you tried? I don't know if these people actually own Series X's and S's and they've actually tried running Xenia, but that Xenia is not playable. Not a single game is playable on Xenia. Maybe on your computer, but on the Series X through Xenia, no games are playable. I've tried it and I have proper game files, like officially ripped copies from my own personal collection. Like none of them are playable. So how are you going to play Xbox 360 games through Xenia on the Series X? It doesn't play. Like, they don't function. Look up the compatibility list. I don't know what to tell you guys. Sack the 692 says, I think you forgot to tell the amount of time that is wasted finding and downloading and transferring the games from the internet to the 360. Well, no, you're wrong, because I don't download my games from the internet. I rip them from physical official copies. Okay, now play a 4K disc on it. Well, that is one reason why the Series X is better in terms of that. Literally, one of the biggest reasons I bought a Series X for was to play my 4K Blu-ray collection. And here's one of the biggest arguments again. My PC does the same thing. No, your PC does not do the same thing. Like I said, Xenia's unplayable. Your games, I've tried using Xenia on my computer. The games do not run on there. Not only that, I'm also going to be making a video in the future explaining why emulators are basically, they suck. They're pointless in my opinion, my humble opinion. But this guy says your PC does the same thing. Your PC can't boot into an Xbox 360 operating system. Your PC cannot boot into an Xbox 360 OS. Like, bro, your PC can't do that. If I want to play official 360 games, how's the best way to do that? Oh, maybe on actual Xbox 360 hardware, not through an emulator. That's how you get the best experience. You play it on original hardware. Like, why do people just think like, what are you like? I'm like, these damn PC cultists, like, bro, like, your PC does not do the same thing. What else do I have to say? And also, your PC is not going to have the 3D artwork that I showed in the short of me flipping through all the games, covers front and back, artwork. Like, come on, bro. Then you got this guy, Roblox Poner, says Feeding Frenzy used to be my go-to game to relax after a Coke bender. Like, bro, what? Like, bro, this fucking guy, dude. Another argument they're trying to make is the Game Pass. And this is just like an argument that's like, okay, would you rather own Netflix, Paramount Plus, and Disney Plus, or would you have your movies on a physical copies in 4K Blu-rays? Me personally, I'd rather own them on 4K Blu-rays because they look better and I actually own them. Unlike having Netflix and all the streaming services, you don't own any of those movies. They could be taken away from you at any given time and they don't look as good. Same thing with the Game Pass or whatever it's called versus owning an actual physical copy of the game, which nowadays you can't even do, because when you put a disc. If I put a disc into my Series X right now, what does it do? It downloads the game. So what's the point of the disc? You get what I'm saying? So it's like gaming has just turned into something so different. And also that leads me to another thing too. Yeah, my 360 is modded versus a Series X, but also Microsoft had two whole generations to make a better console. And this is what we get. I mean, I don't know, like it's been the whole 2 generations. Like I would have imagined that it would be way better. Another thing that was actually also misunderstood was the hacked backwards compatibility, because people are not paying attention or thinking, and they're saying, oh, hacked backwards compatibility, it already had backwards compatibility. Well, buddy, let me tell you something. There's backwards compatibility and hacked backwards compatibility. The hacked backwards compatibility is a mod that allows you to launch any Xbox original game on the 360. If you don't have that mod, you're limited to what Microsoft allows to be backwards compatible. Modern War Hero says someone tell him the Xbox One and Series X has had backwards compatibility all this time. The three numbers Oz says, can he replied to him saying, can he buy the Spider-Man games there? Exactly my point. I literally said it in the short video. I pointed out the Spider-Man games. I'm like, these games no longer exist. They no longer exist. You could only buy physical copies of them. You can't get them on the Series X and Xbox One. But here they are on my 360, will live on forever and ever. But that's really it for this video. 360, even unmodded, is better in my opinion. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment, share if you can, only if you feel like it's worth that. If you guys didn't like the video, feel free to dislike as well, because all feedback is going to help me become a better content creator, so on and so forth. Anyways, just thank you guys so much for 3,000 subscribers. I hope you enjoyed this video. God bless you all. I love you guys. Stay tuned for more content, and peace.